Hi everybody, welcome to the first episode of the Wick, Dur Dagnir's video newsletter. I recently got a high definition camcorder, so a lot more things are going to be happening on the website with video, which is a really good thing. Cuts down on the typing and everything. Alright, well, we got a few things to talk about today. First thing going on, winter. Winter is a tough time for Dagnir here. Winter is probably the time when people most lose interest in it. And it's a very delicate period of time, especially for a unit like us. We've been around since August. We've known about Dag for a couple of years now. And it's the winter, everyone's got the holidays, it's really hard to organize practices, it's cold. So it's a tough time, but I think that we can pull through it and we'll be fine. Some things that have been brought to my attention. Training in the winter is excellent. It's excellent for you. Whatever you're doing on a normal day is fine, but if you do it in the cold, your body's going to work a lot harder. It builds endurance, it works your core, works everything. It's really good to do that. So practicing in the cold is really good. Which leads into something else. Practicing in general. I just asked my neighbors, asked my parents, my sister. I go out back and swing around the stick, and I practice some routines with the sword. I practice some routines with just the shield, and I practice routines with the sword and shield. Weapons. Now, the biggest thing in Dagnir here, my biggest thing was I looked at what am I going to fight with? What am I going to use? Am I going to use a sword, a spear? Am I going to use a club? What? And the answer to that is right up here. And it's in everybody. Everybody has the answer. It just takes time. Because you're not going to get out there and use a glaive for one day and say, oh man, I'm going to be a glaive fighter for the rest of my Dagnir career. Because that's not going to happen. You're not going to use just one weapon. You've all seen me in practices. Some days I'll use archery, some days I'll use sword and shield, some days I'll use spear. That's just, I'm fluctuating because I'm trying to figure out what fits my style. Once you've found what fits you, practice with it. Use it to practice a lot, but don't overuse it. And don't underuse everything else and neglect your skills. Because DurDagnir is going to be, we're a well-rounded unit. If we're in a battle and let's say it's a bridge battle. Oh, well, two scenarios here. We have no idea what to do because we don't practice this, or this is absolutely no problem because of the glaive and shield and sword we've had. Practicing we've had, so it's not. Armor is pretty much a big, it's obviously a big category. You can buy it, you can make it, you can do whatever. Personally, I'd recommend if you're gonna get any armor, start off with leather. Get some cheap rolls of leather. Make it. That's because you're gonna be doing it. That's the best way to learn. Best way to learn is by making it. Then the last thing on the agenda today is discussing the topic of Borderland. Eventually we're going to go to Borderland and have some practices. It's a public place. It's probably we've been to public places before, but this is actually going to be one with other people there. I think we'd like to go some point this winter. When we go, I think really what's key is establishing a good reputation for ourselves, because we want to be able to come back. Especially in the spring, in the summer, we're going to want to come back, and if we've made excellent, reputation, if we've made a good impression, then we're really, really, really going to be successful. We're going to be able to do a lot of recruiting. Alright, that's about it for today. This is about 4 minutes. So just closing my remarks that I have, that obviously I have the camera, so we're going to be using that a lot, and filming practices and whatnot. And also for stories that we're going to be using, writing stories and filming them. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Obviously you know where to find this vlog, or this video, because it's on the blog, so I'm not going to give you the web address. But that's about it for today. So happy holidays everybody, and thanks for watching.